Meet Jackson Diffenderfer. He's just like you and me, but a little different. Differently able to be specific. He loves Scooby-Doo, watching the Philadelphia 76ers, and cheering on his older sister Rylee at her field hockey games. This is a story of how an older sister aims to make the world a more inclusive place for her differently abled brother, and why we should all try to see the world through Jackson's eyes. Tell me about Jackson. How would you describe him as a person?
There's a lot of things that make him special and unique, but I would say the number one thing, like I said, is just his ability to socialize and connect with other people. It's just really cool to see how easily and naturally he can do that.
Jackson was born with many medical anomalies, some to which aren't even known to his parents or doctors. One can't say Jackson has a 1 in a billion condition because his condition does not have a name. His mother, Christina, had a complicated pregnancy, which led to a complex first year of life for Jackson and his family. This included multiple hospital visits and surgeries. In his first 15 years of life, Jackson had to endure 20 surgeries.
We were terrified.
Yeah, because early on in the pregnancy, we were told things that we might expect, and then they changed throughout the course of the pregnancy. But yeah, I mean,
the complications started when I was the type of person that knew I was pregnant pretty much right away. And the complications started before most people even know they're pregnant. So it started very early on and it lasted the whole way through.
I mean, it was hell at the time. But Christina's dad had died in a vehicle accident a couple months before Jackson was born, so there was that, and it was just a very chaotic time and traumatic. And like I said, the benefit of hindsight, you can look back and think, geez, that was it was hell. It really was.
When he was a baby, like they would tell us all these things that were wrong, but he was there. Like he made eye contact. He would smile. He was there. Like, and I think we all believed that there was more for him. There was more for him.
There was never really a day for me where I was like, oh, like he's different. I just realized that. I always kind of knew that, but it never really mattered to me all that much because he's my brother, and that's all there is to it.
Why get so involved in his journey? You have everything else going on in your life. You're a Division I athlete. You got school. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Obviously, that's taking a toll on everybody's mental health. So why get so involved and invested?
To be honest, I've always sort of felt that that's part of my purpose as a person, as who I am, is to make the world a better place for him, a more inclusive place for him. Now that he's getting older, I want to sort of, the same way that I'm transitioning into adulthood, help him transition into adulthood as gracefully as possible. He's not a kid anymore.
It's clear that Rylee and Jackson are inseparable. Their bond will always be strong. To Christina and Josh, that's the most important thing as parents, that their kids are the best of friends and will always have each other's back, no matter what the situation entails.
Our family's super close. Our kids are super close, even the age difference. If you love hard and you believe in someone or something, that some good's gonna come out of it. Maybe not the good that you think or that you necessarily want. It might be a different kind of good, but it's gonna come.
That was always important to us, just to love relentlessly. You see the bond that these kids have. They will undoubtedly have each other's backs and and go to battle for each other if that's what it came to.
When it comes to field hockey, Jackson is Rylee's biggest fan. He's watched her play her whole career and hopes to see her play in her freshman season at Rider. Is field hockey an escape for you? Does it help you escape from everything that you have going on in your life?
I can't imagine not playing field hockey. It's a way for me to kind of focus on myself and not focus on any other worries that I might have, whether it be about him or someone else in my life that I love. You know, something everybody has to deal with when they're playing sports is those mental blocks. Like, can I keep going? How much more do I have left? And anytime I hear him cheering, it's not a question anymore. Like, I'm gonna give it my all. Hearing him cheer reminds me that I'm able to do things that he's never going to be able to do. And so that gives me a purpose, and so I keep fighting for him.
I write because I find that sometimes I can get my ideas and feelings across better on paper than I can when I'm speaking. I have written stories ever since I was young, but eventually I developed a passion for writing about things that are real and documenting true stories from everyday life. It's an amazing creative outlet for me. Jackson has a 3.5-hour playlist of songs that I made for him on my phone. One of those songs, which we like to sing together, is Lean on Me by Bill Withers. Music has always been a way for us to connect with each other and for him to feel included, but recently I've had to try to find new ways to connect with him over FaceTime.
Rylee's passion for writing manifested into a blog called Through Jackson's Eyes. Her goal is to bring awareness to the lives of differently abled people. Rylee goes about her day trying to make a conscious effort to see the world through her brother's eyes.
I decided that instead of making it about me and my views, I would try to sort of depict how I consciously make an effort to see the world through his eyes as much as I can rather than my own, because I genuinely believe that seeing the world through his eyes is better than seeing the world through my own eyes, and I hope that other people would feel the same way after reading.
She has an ability to articulate things that, I mean, when I read her blog, things that I've felt and couldn't put words to. She has a great ability to do that.
As a mother, I think I have all these feelings inside, and there's so much that you want to say to people and so much that you want them to know about, and I'm always blown away by it, because I think, wow, if I could write, or if I could put things down on paper, you know, or just communicate like that. To me, it was just, I'm amazed by her.
Now that you know a little more about Rylee, Jackson, and their family, maybe you too will want to see the world through Jackson's eyes.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Good job, buddy.